be a salesperson to be successful in your life, in everything from your job to raising your kids. So who better to show you how to be successful than one of the most popular investors from the hit show Shark Tank? Robert Herjavec is here. Come on out. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So we first met a couple years ago, and I knew he was a great athlete and did all these crazy things, but what I didn't know is how important being a salesperson was to your building this multi-million-dollar empire that you now preside over. So I wanted to have you here because a lot of folks don't acknowledge that to be successful, you do have to promote yourself, not in a bad way, but in a good way, in a way that makes you and others proud of who you are. How did it play a role in your life?
Well, you know, it's funny. We see a lot of people on the show, and they don't want to be boastful, and they don't want to be out there, but then they're too shy. So I call it humble arrogance because, you know, there is no such thing as brilliance in the darkness of your basement. Yeah. If you don't tell the world about yourself, no one's going to know. But you can't be a jerk about it. You can't be over the top like some of the other sharks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's get specific here. Who is the most cold-blooded shark on the team?
Mark. And
Mark?
Yeah, Mark is very calculating and he's very out there. Mark's all about Mark, which is great. And you've got to learn that because my problem was I was probably too nice all the time, right? So you got to stand up for yourself, but there's a fine line.
So a lot of this is to be successful, but I think folks have different expectations of success. How do you define it?
Well, I think success is different for everybody. You know, when I was 12, I just didn't want to be poor. Yeah. So I lived in a situation where, you know, in North America, people take advantage of you if you don't have money. In North America, you have to make a certain amount of money to take care of the people you love. And so I just didn't want to be poor anymore.
Son of immigrant parents, being poor was a real threat to you. What is it about that immigrant background that got you where you are? And what do you think other parents should share with their kids about what success really means?
You know, the greatest thing in life is to be passionate about something, do it, and achieve a certain level of success. Mm-hmm. You know, I think people that don't reach their potential always miss out in life. And can you ever really be truly happy if you don't do something you love and something you're great at? And I think that's the one thing that you learn, especially as an immigrant, that you have to be grateful for what you have and take the opportunity and make something of yourself. This is still... Oh, thank you.
You really entered the Shark Tank when you entered into Dancing with the Stars. We're going to put a little glow to your face. Here you are dancing away. Now, how was it different competing in Dancing with the Stars than being in Shark Tank?
Well, I was completely... By the way, doesn't Kim look great in there?
She does look beautiful.
Oh, my God.
You have very good taste in women.
Yeah.
It's his fiancée now, I should say.
It's true. Yeah. You know, it's what I learned about being on Dancing with the Stars is, and that's a lesson in life, you've got to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And I find that in life, whenever you think you got it, whenever you get that element of settling a little bit, it's the beginning of the end. Nothing worth achieving, nothing of any level of greatness doesn't come if it's not hard. And dance...
Thanks so much. When we come back, Robert's going to reveal his plan on how you can be successful in your own life. These are very practical bits of advice that could change your life. Stick around. Next, Robert sticks around. He shares motivational shark tips. We ask the audience what part of their lives they want to find success in.
I've always wanted to have a business of my own.
His advice to anyone who needs to conquer what's holding them back. Coming up next.
So how about this? I'll give you $100,000 for 10% of any products today, starting with the little donkey. Tomorrow there'll be a sweater, a pocket square, there'll be other products. As people pay you for promotion, you keep that money. But I see you as a platform to sell other products that men struggle with.
We're back with Shark Tank's Robert Herjavec. He's also the author of a new book, You Don't Have to Be a Shark. I'm going to quiz him about all these tips he's got in the book today. All right, so you are, if I understand correctly, the leading investor in Shark Tank right now. You made the biggest investments, and you picked some ideas that have really done incredibly well. You selected a few today. I just want to understand, Why would you pick these products? Here we have Mensch on the bench, and then we have a natural grip system to help people do pull-ups and lift kettlebells and the like. What prompted you to get engaged?
Well, I love this product. This was Neil who created this product for his son, who saw a elf on a shelf, and he thought, why is there nothing for my faith out there? And so he created Mensch on a bench, and the guy was in the toy business. He's an expert. I like to invest in people who know what they're doing, and this guy came from a toy business, and we've done great with it. This is Captain Ashley Drake. She's military. She designed this product. It's passionate for her. It helps you do pull-ups, chin-ups, weights. It's a hardcore fitness product, and she does great with it.
So, there are a lot of folks watching right now, many in our audience, who are sitting at home saying, I'm struggling with some basic things in my life. How to lose weight is a good example.
Right.
How does a guy with success in business, who understands salesmanship and entrepreneurship, how do those skills help me if I'm just trying to lose a couple pounds?
Well, so it's not about losing weight. It's all about motivation. Don't think about losing weight because that's a negative thought. Negative thoughts never work because they last for a short time. Pain is not it always lasts a short time. Go towards pleasure. So don't think about losing weight. Think about getting more fit. That's a better motivator out there. Think about time with your kids. Things like that.
All right, come on up. We got our audience. And you all had the choice. You were talking about earlier a little bit about success. So I've got 4 members of the audience who are going to ask Robert's advice as a shark.
As a shark.
To give you a shark tip for how to find success in your lives. Yushita, you were up first. Take it away, Tiger.
Yes. Hi. I have a very stressful job. It's been difficult for me to lose weight due to stress. I have a stressful lifestyle with my teenagers. And my question to you is, what business skills could I use that will help me, with tackling that?
Well, it's a great question. Thank you. First of all, we all have more time than we think. That's the one thing you learn in business is you can make more time. My dad worked in a factory sweeping floors, and when I was a little kid, I used to complain all the time. He worked 2 shifts, walked to work, and he comes home one day, and I'm at the kitchen table saying, oh, I have no time. My life is really hard. And he looks at me and says, don't complain.
Sounds like
And so I think that's the first thing is you have to schedule everything, just like in business. Schedule workouts, schedule time with your kids, schedule time for everything, and don't let other stuff get in the way.
Thank you.
Nancy, you're looking for success in life.
I am. Hi, Robert. I'm actually from Toronto, too.
Fellow Canadian?
Yes, and I've seen you on TV there. Thanks for taking my question. I have a very stressful and busy, chaotic lifestyle, and it's my job to try to keep everything in order. So do you. How do you keep all of your investments and businesses in order?
Well, so the first thing is I try not to think of it as being busy. A good friend of mine a long time ago said to me, you've worked really hard for the privilege of being this busy. Yeah. Because the alternative is to be completely free, have all the time in the world, be unemployed, and have nothing to do. So I never look at it as being too busy. I look at it as a privilege. I've worked my butt off to get to this point.
Yeah. Thank you.
You want to be a wanted person, and you are, obviously. All right, Raquel's taking it away.
Hi.
What part of your life do you crave more success in?
Well, I moved to New York to become a professional singer, and but I've always wanted to know how to own a business or wanted to have a business of my own. So my question is, I wanted to start doing lessons out of my home and eventually create a school of the arts. What are the tips that you have towards starting your own business?
Raquel, it's a great question, and you're a professional singer. I'm a professional dancer.
Yes, not perfect.
I know how hard it is. Right? First of all, if you can make a living at something that you love to do in art form, power to you, because it's really hard. So few people in life actually get to do what they love, and that's why they're miserable and have so much stress in their lives, because they hate their job.
Yeah.
They wake up in the morning and say, oh, I hate this. So if you love it and you can make a living, power to you. Online social media. That is the biggest advantage you have today. Today, you can start a business without renting an office, without doing any of that stuff, just by going online. So go on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. And you can teach out of your house, you can teach in a small studio.
Yeah.
Don't spend a lot of money up front. Make sure you get customers and see how it goes and then adjust.
Let me hear your voice. Let's try it out.
I knew you were going to say that.
Wow.
Even better than social
Put her on
media.
the spot.
Say to me, I don't have to license.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, it is her birthday, yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Nicely done.
What's that name? Okay, I take it back. Get on a famous TV show and sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert, wonderful job. Chad Robert's new book, You Don't Have to Be a Shark, is out now. Anyone in my audience, you're all going home with it. And tune into the season finale of Shark Tank tonight at 9 p.m. at ABC. I'll be right back. Nicely done.
Thank you.